Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. I mean, you played practically, or you were like kind of like a Prince, practically playing everything. Although horns weren't,
Yeah,
he didn't touch that, but you played drums, bass, piano, everything,
and
right?
that's how I was able to get away with what I did when I was playing with Prince. He's like, that whole horn thing is just totally foreign to me. Like saxophones and E flat and trumpet and B flat. And he's like, why can't they all be in C? Because the horn's not in C.
Ah,
And
okay, yeah.
that whole thing was just like, it was a head scratcher for him.
But
And
he trusted you with
yeah,
coordinating all.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I got a
that,
whole box of charts downstairs of stuff that I had written out for MPG while I was there. And of course, with him having a revolving door of so many people,
right.
had to document the stuff so that when one person left and another one came in, they'd know what to do instead of having to sit there and learn it by
Yeah.
ear, you know.
So getting to the charts, I mean, for our music listeners and viewers out there, how do you write? Pen to pencil to paper, or you
Yeah,
computer? You write? Okay.
yeah. I haven't sat down in any of the notation software because the learning curve is just so crazy. You hit this key and uppercase, lowercase, all the little row of things at the top of the keyboard and moving it around. It's just so much faster for me just put the pen on the paper and just draw the note.
Right.
And the only drawback to that is if I feel like I need to change the key for whatever
Mhm.
reason, I can't push a button and just change everything. I have to write it all over. Now, there's a little story that goes from when we were playing with Prince.
Mhm.
I wrote this line out. Is Jungle Groove from Buckshot LaFunk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I said that I could write it out faster than somebody could take the piece of paper down to the office or whatever and make a copy of it. So the guy's racing, so I'm writing it and see if I can finish it before he can bring back a copy, and I beat him.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
he
That's
comes
that's
back.
talent. Yeah.
He drops it on the table, and I say, "Hey, I've already done it already."
So I thought about back to something you said before about the TV things. Were you responsible for getting those into Prince? The Sanford and Son and TV show themes like that.
No, he just randomly said, and when it was time to do a solo, I want you to play the theme from Sanford and Son. He told Candy that, and he wanted me to play Hollywood Swingin', and I think I forgot which one Maceo had, but
Flintstones?
Prince,
Maybe did the Flintstones?
he might have. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I just distinctly remember Candy playing because it wasn't a 4-bar thing; it was like a 6-bar line.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And we had to we couldn't just come back in when we felt like we had to wait for her to finish the line. But he would just have these, I wouldn't call them fits, but he would just have these ideas. Like he just all of a sudden fell into a Wayne Shorter and Cannonball Adderley phase. And he says, I want to do this song. He says, can you write it out? I'm like, sure.
Yeah, you did the Cannonball Adderley little during the Webster Hall gig.
Yeah, that's right. We did
Yeah, I remember that.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, I remember
He
that.
said he wanted
I
to do a
mean,
song, and I was like guessing as to which song he wanted. And he said, "No, I want to do Hippadelphia," which is like a really obscure song on that live "Mercy, Mercy, Mercy." Everybody knows, that song. It's been played to death, but I had to go back and listen to it. And I was like, "Oh, okay." So he wanted that arranged for 4 horns. I was like, "Okay,
okay,
3
yeah,
altos and a trombone."
yeah. It's funny because at the time, because we were in the house when you guys taped at the musicology at Webster Hall,
Yeah,
and then we were down in me and my wife were down in Hollywood Beach in Florida.
yeah.
And our friend Ronnie Baker Brooks was doing a blues gig there, and the sax player there started playing that same part that you guys played Cannonball Adderley. I didn't
Yeah.
know the tune. I went up and actually asked him where that song comes from. Yeah, have you seen any footage from the Webster Hall that wasn't put in the special? Because I know there were like 4 or 5 other songs you guys did that they
I,
didn't put on.
I've only seen the one that's circulating because You know, Prince had this thing where we would do the concert.
Yep.
And then he would have it recorded every night. And he says, I want the band to meet in my room and we're going to watch the concert. And I'm
Right.
thinking to myself, shoot, I just played it. What do I need to watch it for? Of course, when I get there and I
Right.
see how he wanted us to be at a certain spot in the
Mhm.
song, and we were either not there or the whole transition was kind of raggedy, then I could see the benefit of watching the show.